Welcome back to another week of Weekly Top 5s. This is the Patreon, Joe?
That's right.
Number
Patreon
5?
Weekly Top 5, 5th Patreon.
Wow. And this is from Chris080.
And it's number 5. It's so many fives. Weekly Top 5, Patreon Week 5, number 5.
Oh, too much.
From Chris080, Beyoncé Grown Woman. I never heard of this song
Me
at
either.
all.
Being young and so brave, I knew what I needed. I was spending all my nights and days, laid back daydreaming. But look at me, I'm a big girl now. Said I'm gonna do something. Told the world I would paint this town. Now I bet you I'll run this, cause I put it down like that, down like that. And I'm making all these racks, and I'm moving round like that, round like that. When I do it, show it. I'm a grown woman. I could do whatever I want. I'm a grown woman. I could do whatever I want. I could be bad if I want. I can say what I want. I can live fast if I want. And I can go slow all night long. I'm a grown woman. I could do whatever I want. Whatever it is. I'm a grown woman. And I know.
I love this.
So, some of it is actual home video. Some of it's not,
Yeah.
right?
Well, when I think some of it is I think a lot. I think because
the ones of her as a little girl are her daughter, right?
no, I
That's actually her?
I don't know.
Because there's clearly like Destiny's Child, like rehearsals and dance stuff. Like this is clearly not. of
Yeah,
course.
obviously.
But you think this is real?
I think so.
That's really her.
The only thing that I felt like might have been fake, just because it literally looked fake, was when it's this old video and it's her singing this song in the old video. I think it's edited like
To look like
that. But I think it is actual old video. That's gonna be my guess.
Okay.
I think they did like a CGI on her mouth to make her sing the song, but it
Yeah.
is actually like footage from when she was a kid.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Well, here's another thing. It could also be one of her favorite songs that this is just a cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it could be. But based on the way I mean, if not, then I don't know. Some of these look kind of funny.
Like that mouth there.
Yeah.
yeah.
But that could actually be
Yeah.
but that could actually be the footage. They just switched her mouth up. That's what I'm
Yes.
guessing.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. Dang, 1993. So
Was she like 12 or 13?
When did Destiny's Child start? Early
Wasn't that, like-
90s, right?
Like 95 maybe? Wasn't she like 15 maybe when it like really, really started?
No, but I mean like the inception of Destiny's Child.
Oh,
Probably
man.
Like,
I mean-
probably like 93, right?
Well, I wonder if some of it was just like the actual idea of Destiny's Child, or even the idea of her being like a professional musician, pop star type thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that was really early on. I think that was kind of always what she wanted to be. But one thing I love about seeing these videos is, like, obviously it's Beyonce and she's a freaking superstar, but it's always fun to remember that all these superstars were just kids in normal houses at one point.
they were just
You know,
kids.
they weren't born into. I mean, some of them are, but a lot of them weren't super rich when they were born. and they're just like us, just doing the regular thing. But then they got the talent, they got the luck, they got the passion and everything. And
Joe,
they
this
made
is
it
our
work.
favorite decade.
Oh,
the 80s.
The 80s. Look at that.
Wow.
I don't know. I never experienced it. You had a little. You dabbled.
No memories.
But you dabbled in it. You were there.
I mean, Beyonce's a true 80s kid.
Oh yeah.
I'm a 90s kid.
And don't we hate that about
Oh, we hate that about me.
'Cause I walk with a vengeance.
you? Oh, we're way further on.
And they listen to me when
Yeah.
I know. Now it's starting.
And that booty so fat, go girl. She got that bomb, that girl. Can get whatever she wants, that girl. She got that tight, them boys can do whatever she likes.
When did this come out? How old is this?
It says 2014.
So like 11 years ago.
I love
10 years ago.
these newer videos that are just released on YouTube when they're released,
I know, and then we can just check.
And we can just look at what the
just
data's
know.
released, and we just know it.
That was excellent. I mean, every time I see a Beyonce video that I haven't seen, I just get reminded that she is a true visionary, especially when it comes to the visual arts.
Yeah.
Her visuals are never boring. Maybe to some people they might be a little too artistic or weird, but it's not boring.
No.
But to me, it's brilliant, and it's so well put together. Everything just like it doesn't. It's not that it just makes sense in a literal way, but it just makes sense in an artistic like. It's a feeling.
It feels
like,
sense.
Yes, this is good. This is exactly it. I like this a lot.
How do you describe that? It feels sense. It feels like it makes sense. It doesn't have to literally make sense, but when you're watching, like, yeah, it's congruent. It works.
Yeah.
It makes sense to my senses.
But the kicker is that it's not expected. there's
Yeah.
surprises along the way. They're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Was awesome. You know, there's these little flavors, these little spices here and there. You're like, oh.
And I don't mean to throw too much shade, but Kool and the Gang, this is how you do it. Okay?
Joe, throw the shade.
This is how you do it. This is how you do the multiplying video. Something like that.
Well, to be fair,
Awesome.
Kool and the Gang from 1970s, that was the only effect they had. There wasn't really any other options. It was either normal or mashed bits.
Yeah,
And they chose mashed to bits
yeah.
the entire time.
I mean, look at this. I mean, these are all really cool, too. I love that it's just added this whole just kind of dance break here at the end. It's a really long dance portion, and there's nothing wrong with just having a minute of Beyonce dancing in different outfits and different effects.
Yeah,
It's always going to be entertaining.
not when you can fill it like she does. She puts together great visuals. And I remember watching a documentary about her, and there were certain things, like she's extremely focused in particular about what things look like exactly to like every single detail. And if it's not right, she just like will either change it or scrap the idea. And she's not, and she won't allow like her team to be done until it's the way she wants it to be.
Something I find interesting about anyone who's really, legendary at what they do when it comes to the arts, especially like the arts of movement and dance and like video and things like that, is really recognizing what you look like, what your look is trying to convey, and the and not just what it's trying to convey maybe in like a colors or outfit or anything like that, but literally what it's trying to emote.
Yeah.
And that is something that is not what's wild about that is I don't feel like that's something that people can like learn. I feel like it's something that someone just understands, and little kids understand it so much better than adults. Some adults who just didn't have that, and you can see there are kids that just know how they look. They know how to like look into the camera. They know how to turn. They know how to smile. Like these things are natural to them. And then there's adults that are just so damn awkward, and you're like, man, like it's not something that you eventually learn. It's something that like I think it's something you can get better at. But I think there are people just born with this. Like I know exactly how I'm perceived, and I know how to manipulate it, and I know how to look good because I know how I look, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I remember Jim Carrey saying in an interview, he said, ever since I was a young kid, he's like, I understood the physics of my body and how I look in space and time. It's like basically saying like he can view how his movements see in his mind as he's doing them.
Yeah.
He can view his own movements in his mind in real time, so he knows what it looks like.
Yeah.
So he can make it look funny or make it look crazy or I don't know, serious. I think that's what the skill that a lot of actors have.
Actors
They're like,
and performers.
oh, if I move this muscle in my face, I'm going to emote this, or I'm going to show sadness but confusion, or happiness but confusion. It's like these little details that these people are able to capture. But it's all muscle movements.
But
that's what's interesting.
Yeah. But another thing that they understand is they understand what it feels like. Like it's not like they're looking at a mirror and doing it. They understand what it feels like to look like that.
Yeah.
As opposed to what that looks like. It's like they know what because they're not looking at a mirror. They're not watching themselves make the face every time. Obviously, if they're trying to get something specific, they'll redo it a different way, but they generally know what it feels like to look like that. And there are people who are adults that, man, you say, all right, smile, and they smile, and you're like, whoa. Yeah.
I am smiling.
And they actually just don't know how to smile. They don't know how to emote an actual smile, which is wild because when they laugh, they do.
Yeah. But when they're...
but they don't know how to manufacture feeling.
Yeah,
they
right.
feeling. The feelings that they have are only natural, as opposed to actors can manufacture feeling to a much higher degree.
I love the Afro beat that this song is.
Oh yeah,
over top, because I didn't notice it in the beginning.
Lay back, daydreaming. But look at me, I'm a big.
Because it's kind of just four on the floor, general pop.
Yeah,
kind of going. But then as the song grows here, no pun intended.
I'm a grown
there's some other percussion that starts to kind of like. And then there's this moment where she does this melodic move that is extremely. I just like it. It sounds very African, like the African melodies, and it's awesome. It's coming. I think it's coming up here.
I'm a grown woman. Look down, got you so excited. I really wanna know if you got it like that, 'cause you got a cute face and that booty so fat, go girl.
That one, yeah, I know what you mean.
And then all of a sudden we're in Africa. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the vocals didn't really set a key or like a mode I think is what it's actually called. And then and then all of a sudden you're just
Like you finally catch the wave.
yeah. And then obviously it grows and builds from there.
I want to point out this. I love that she's like sneaking these growls in right in the beginning.
Lay back, daydreaming. But look at me, I'm a big girl now.
I can't remember exactly what it was. It was early on. Yeah. I like that she just right before that. I love how she just throws this little. Yeah, just that. I'm gonna write this down. She just swings it in there. Like it's not something that you would expect. It's not like the craziest thing, but I heard it was like,
That
oh
little
man,
extra-
you were just like, I'm just gonna throw this one in there.
That's what I'm saying. She just knows when to turn it on and turn it off.
Because she could have said, I'm gonna paint this town, which is I'm gonna paint this town.
Yeah. Oh, and then this. I love these, like, they're
Down
dressed
like
up
that.
in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
The 80s outfits.
Kind of like actually, is that 80s or is it kind of early 90s? I don't know.
Well,
I'm not going to.
late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste any time on that. All right, let's move on. That was a good one.
That was excellent. Thank you to 0808 or whatever your name was.
Chris. 0808.
Thank you to Chris.
Or 080. 080.
Sure.
Bye bye.